Due to the public health and safety concern related to COVID-19, this meeting is being conducted remotely pursuant to the governor's executive orders, including Executive Order 202.1, which suspends certain provisions of the Open Meetings Law. This meeting is being video recorded and is being broadcast live on Town of Penfield's website, www.penfield.org, and on the Town of Penfield's Government Access Channel 1303. This meeting will also be transcribed at a later date. So I just want to make sure that that is part of our record. We will move on to informational items. And our first informational item is the Community Choice Aggregation, the Penfield CCA, and this one is myself. If the board recalls, we held a public hearing on March 4th, which seems almost about a year ago now, and we held the public hearing open until the end of March to give folks an opportunity to provide any input either for or against the project. I have received a number of emails from different residents that wanted to go on record as supporting the Penfield CCA. I have not received anything other than support for the project. We were going to try and actually had a meeting set up to have the Energy and Environmental Advisory Committee meet and discuss this matter after the public hearing and after listening to the comments and everything like that. And that was due in April, and that meeting was canceled because of COVID-19. So the EEAC has not weighed back in on this. However, I will say that the EEAC was supportive of the proposed legislation that came forth. And to the best of my knowledge, that none of that has changed from any of the members, and that they had recommended that we continue moving forward. So I put this as an information item tonight in the event that the board wanted to have some feedback back from EEAC. And if you were comfortable with my comments, we could also put it to a vote tonight to move it to the next meeting on the 20th of May to approve the local law for CCA for Penfield. So depending upon how you feel in the direction you want to go, I'll ask the board at this time.
Yeah, Mr. Supervisor, I'll start out real quick. Certainly I appreciate your leadership on this issue. And we did hear from residents a while ago. It seems like this is an initiative that has value as other communities start to go down this road. Certainly, I think the value can be with conservation, which all municipalities and Penfield is a leader in our conservation efforts and our green efforts, if you want to call it that. And certainly there's value as far as financial cost savings. And if indeed, when we go through the process, like other towns have, there's a proven and verified and documented cost savings to residents, then it's a win-win for everybody involved. And so I certainly hope that that's where we're going to go down the road, and that there is a cost savings for residents as we move into this type of initiative. And so therefore I intend on supporting this measure moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. Other comments, board?
I support us moving forward. I think we've gotten all the information that we need to go forward. It's a long process. This is really the first step to move forward. So I think we should, and I support that.
Okay. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. Other comments, board? Okay, I would entertain a motion to move this forward to adopt this legislation at our next meeting, which would be Wednesday the 20th, and would entertain a motion to support moving forward with that.
I make that motion, Mr. Supervisor.
Moved by Bob Ockenden. Is there a second?
I'll second it, Mr. Supervisor.
Second by Debbie Draw. Okay, seeing no further discussion, we'll ask staff to put together a resolution working with Mr. Horowitz, Town Attorney, to have this brought to the legislative session next Wednesday, the 20th, for approval of CCA Penfield. Seeing no further discussion, I'd ask for a roll call vote, please.
Draw.
Aye.
Cole.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Ockenden.
Aye.
The Fountain.
Aye.
5 aye.
Okay, thank you, Board. That brings us to the end of our agenda, and there being no further business to come before the Board this evening, the May 13th, 2020 work session will stand adjourned at 7:44 p.m. I want to thank all the Board members for joining us. Staff, there's only 3 of us here in the auditorium, but we're properly distanced apart and observing all the rules and regulations from the CDC. And I know there's a number of folks watching on Penfield TV. I'd also like to recognize and thank Penfield TV for all their work of patching together and pulling together and connecting us with all of this technology so that we're able to carry on and do the work for the people of Penfield. I'll ask that everyone be well, be safe, and we look forward to getting through this sooner rather than later safely. Have a great evening, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks all.